so the question is, the patient wants to know, is this pain in his legs potentially coming from a blood flow issue? So there are two scenarios in which could be caused. There's several scenarios. The two most logical ones could be blood flow and also nerve root compression. So to determine if there's blood flow issues, we could palpate pulses. We can palpate your pulse and feel for pulses in your extremities in both of your legs. Okay? Just like you can feel for a pulse in your wrist.
All right.
Okay. And I can do that for you. Also, disc herniations, disc irritation, or the nerve being irritated in the low back, causing sciatic or radicular type symptomatology.
And it's only for a few minutes.
Right. So it's only for a few minutes, so that would lean towards it being just a compression of the low back. When you're walking, so you say you like to walk a lot, correct?
Yeah.
So when you're walking, do you get pain and discomfort?
No.
No.
It's only when I lie down, and it's not all the time, but at least two times, 3 times a week.
So if the problem was due to a blood flow issue, while you're walking, your body is demanding oxygen and nutrients from your arteries and veins in your legs, and you're walking and the muscles need energy, blood, nutrients, oxygen. And if there was a vascular blood flow problem, you would get pain or weakness or discomfort while walking or exercising. And then when you stopped, several moments later, the discomfort would go away. So most likely to answer your question in regards to you, I do not think it's coming from a blood flow issue. I think it's more coming from a compression of nerves in your low back.
And that is only when I lie down at night.
Right, it's positional. Yeah. Right, your discomfort is due to is positional. Another way to determine a differential diagnosis, if it's nerve root compression versus vascular, you could do an X-ray or an MRI to see the low back, and you can do a Doppler. You can go to your internal medicine doctor or a vascular specialist, and they will do a Doppler ultrasound on your leg and listen and actually observe blood flow in your legs. So I do not think that is an issue. So this is only your second treatment. We'll continue to treat you a little bit, and if the symptom doesn't resolve, we could go down that avenue. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now we're going to adjust. Any pain or discomfort with that?
No.
Good. Any pain or discomfort?
No.
How about there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you felt it here in the front?
Yeah.
Okay. When you, 10, 11 days ago, you say we injured this. Yeah. Do you know how you did it? Meaning, did your foot turn in? Did it invert? Did it turn this way?
To be honest about it, I don't know about that, but I know I skipped one step.
You skipped a step and you came down hard?
Yes.
Okay. Due to it being an acute injury or a recent injury, you can get one of those ACE bandages, copper fit, or an ankle support will help during this time. So you said you've been taking anti-inflammatories and icing down at home, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Rice. Rest. Right? Rice. R-I-C-E. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. When you initially injure something, you want to rest. You want to ice it. You want to compress it. And E, elevate. You want to elevate it when you're sleeping or relaxing at home. You want your ankle to be raised up above your heart. So if you're lying in bed on your back, you want to put some pillows underneath your foot and have your foot raise up. Rice, R-I-C-E. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. There's a little tip for the day for injuries. Your right leg is about 1/8 of an inch shorter than your left. Okay. We're gonna do a little drop table. Nice deep breath in and let it out. Nice deep breath in, let it all the way out. A nice little release right there, nice and easy. Like you mentioned the other day, it's been many years since you've been adjusted.
Yes.
And you recall that, how many years has it been?
Well, I think 25, 30
25,
years.
30 years since his last adjustment.
Uh-huh.
And he recalled that he loved having his neck adjusted. And he said, "Are you going to do that to me? Are you going to do that to me?" He's like, "Yes, we're going to adjust your neck." And we had a very good response with his first cervical adjustment. Oh, nice one. In the past 25 years. And breathe. Nice deep breath in. Let it all the way out. Good. Pick your chin up just a little bit. Very good. And breathe. Very good. Very good. Okay, right SI joint, right sacroiliac joint. Lie on your left side down, and right side up. So lie on your side and face me. I'm over here. Bottom leg straight, top leg bent. How you doing, all right?
Yeah.
Good. Pick your head back up for me. There you go. One more time. Good. Good. Other side. Good. Very good. On your back, please. Okay. So we're going to adjust your right ankle, okay?
Okay.
There you go. That okay? Any pain with that?
No.
Good. Hands on your stomach. And we're going to do the move you love.
Okay.
Pick your head up one more time. Good. Oh, last time there was a big knot over here. Not today. Very nice. Okay, come on up. Very good.
Okay.
Your neck cleared out. Remember the first time when we adjusted
Right.
your neck, it was thunder?
That's right.
Very little today.
Yeah.
It stayed in place. That's a good
All
thing.
right.
That's a good
All
thing.
right, doctor.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.